Hello, hello.
Oh,
Hey,
hello.
how you doing?
Good, good, good. Happy Friday, my dear.
Happy Friday. Happy
Oh
Friday.
my goodness. I'm so glad we made it.
Yes, thanks be to God.
I don't know about you, but man, it has been one heck of a week.
Yes, it has, man. A hell of a year.
Right, but you know what? We're almost at the end of the year, so we
Yeah,
made it.
yeah,
And
almost at the end of Armageddon.
I know, but we're still here. And
Still
in the
here.
process, though, you've been doing some pretty amazing things. So, for those of you guys who are just joining, I am here with R&B superstar. Yes, you are going to be a superstar, J-Sqruipt. And you are watching In Style Atlanta on the Verge. And you are definitely on the verge of taking this to the next level. And I know you got that light in the background because you're a superstar. Yes.
Let me fix that.
You are definitely a star. I cannot wait. I have been waiting for this exclusive interview since
Yeah,
like day one when we met.
yes,
Um,
it's been a minute.
you are definitely a talented individual. So what I want to do is let's talk a little bit about, where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, South Side. We call it Harvey World, but it's the south suburbs of Chicago. Yeah.
So growing up in Chicago, I'm sure at some point you were probably, you know what, I can do that. You know what, Usher or any of your
Hmm.
other idols that you were probably
Hmm.
looking at. So at
Yeah.
what point did you say, you know what, I think I'm going to dip and dabble into music?
What point? What?
I said, at what point did you say, I think I'm going to dabble into music? I'm going to take this a little more serious.
Well, it started when I was like 8 or 9. I grew up in the church. My whole family sings. They are musically inclined and everything like that. My mom and my dad's a pastor and evangelist. I come from a church background. Period. So it it started from that. I was dancing, I was playing drums, and then once I found my voice and I knew I could sing, and then back then when I was young, when I got in like sixth, seventh, eighth grade, I got into a group, and back then I wasn't like the most nice looking guy, but my singing pulled the ladies. So I was like, okay, I can do this. This might be my thing right here. So yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it was that moment when I was like 7 or 8, 8 or 9. I told my mom, "Hey, I'm in an interview."
Oh, look at this, you guys. You see, this is how we do it. We are live. This is IG live. This is not Memory, y'all. This is not a
So
Zoom.
yeah,
Recorded
I
Zoom.
was like 8 or 9 years old, and I told my mom I wanted to do R&B, and she told me, she was like, as long as you look at it as a job and not a lifestyle, and it just went on from there. So seeing Michael Jackson, seeing my dad, seeing Usher, seeing them do their thing, and then one person that people wouldn't even expect, Lil Bow Wow, when he was young, when he was little doing his thing, like he really inspired me to do music too, because I'm like, man, I'm young too. I can, if young people can get on like that, I can too. So it was a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different things that really made me want to do music and get into singing and stuff like that. So a lot of different stuff.
Okay, so what was that first time when you hit the stage? What was that feeling? Yes, you said you've been performing since you were about 6 or 7.
Hmm.
So I'm sure you probably maybe doing like elementary school shows, middle school
Hmm.
shows. What was that feeling when you hit the stage?
Of course, it's always the number one thing. You get nervous, but when you finally get, for me, when I finally get out on the stage, all the fear goes away. So that first feeling that I had sung a gospel song in church. It was the first time I ever sung in front of anybody, and I sung in front of my church with my dad, and we sung "No Weapon" by what's his name? Fred Hammond, and I cried. I cried during the whole performance. So it was surreal, but it still gave me like the confidence and to like really be like, I can do this. Like, but I cried the first time. I was so nervous. I cried on stage with my pops, but yeah, that's what it was.
So do you write your own lyrics?
Yeah, I do.
Where do you
Yeah.
get your inspiration from?
God.
Oh yeah. So what is that
God.
process
Father.
like? Can we talk a little bit about that process?
Mm-hmm.
Like what your whole mood? I want the whole ambient, everything. How do you set
Yeah.
all of that?
First off, your energy got to be right. My energy has to be in the right place. I mean, no matter what I'm feeling, I could be happy, I could be sad, whatever. I can really write any type of music based off of how I'm feeling, but the energy has to be right. Like even the lighting in the room, like as you can see the lights in the background, like the lighting in the room has to be right, and then anybody who's in my session has to come with the right energy. So it's really based off of energy and a lot of focus. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't go in and I used to actually write the songs before I get in the studio, but now I just hop in the booth and I just go off in my head. I just go off at what I feel. So yeah, that's really the process. It's energy. Energy is the biggest thing. Yeah.
So you said now you just kind of just go off the top of your
Mm-hmm.
head. So how long is that process?
Sometimes it can be an hour. Sometimes it can be 2 months. I don't rush anything. All of my songs, I take my time on, and I want every song to be a hit. At least if it's not a hit, it's something to be felt. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. I mean, it's just it just comes. I just allow God to use me in any way that He can. You know what I'm saying? So
So
that's
now
really all.
you just mentioned, you want your song obviously to be a hit. So now the first time that you heard your song on the radio, was that Cardio?
Yep.
Okay, so I
Yep.
want to I want to talk about that experience.
Yeah.
You know, you're not a major artist just
Right.
yet,
Hmm.
and to hear your song on the radio, can you describe to our viewers what that feeling is like?
It's surreal. It's like, especially knowing that you're not a major artist and you're not signing a label, you're not like the baby or Usher and them. Like to be independent and be on the radio in rotation, I can't even explain the feeling. I was listening to radio.com every day. I literally had it playing throughout the night, throughout the day. Like it was too real. Like and then to see it on like even on Music Choice and like it was just like wow, this is really me on the radio. Like so it's kind of like an unexplainable feeling for the first time. It's kind of like it'll have you like on air. It's kind of like what that is me. Like that's me on the radio. Then especially getting other people's reaction too when they hear it, it's like wow. Finally
What
they
did your mom say?
Oh my God, my mom was ecstatic. She was like, "Oh my God!" Like, she even downloaded the radio app too. She's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" She was so happy. She was excited. It was overwhelming. Her and my father. So it was great. Great
Yes,
feeling.
and so the name of that song again, that was Cardio. So now you went from Cardio, which was definitely a emotionally driven song, definitely for the ladies.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
so now your next song that you had on air was called Wake Up.
Wake up.
Exactly.
Yep.
Definitely in light of what everything we've been going through the last
Hmm.
past months or even actually years. So let's talk a little bit about Wake Up and what that means to you. And I want to know, why did you decide to even release this song?
Well, first off, I'm gonna give you the backstory. My manager Neho Worthy had came to me. We had a barbecue here at the studio. He had came to me and he had let me hear Teddy Pendergrass "Wake Up, Everybody." Wake up, everybody. They don't sleep in again. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, I need you to remake this song. Like, I want you to remake it and, do it for, what's going on, the Breonna Taylors and, all of that, everything that had went on because it was fresh. He was like, I want you to make a song. I think this would be a great song for you to remake. So that same day, me and my producer came in, we made the song. And sure enough, like, the people who were here for the barbecue, they was a part of the process and they were so moved. Like we had the whole studio like dancing. It wasn't a sad song. It was just like we just all need to come together in love and harmony. And when I seen how it affected the people in the studio while I was recording it, I knew it was gonna be a big record. I knew it. So it took us like a week to finish the song. And then I know you remember I let you hear it. You sent it off, and it just went from there. It was just like wow. So that song to me it means a lot because of course it has a message behind it. It has substance. Um, and then honestly, we had dropped that song before all the other artists dropped theirs. So that was like a big thing for me to be able to be heard on the radio. And then V103, shout out to Reggie and Tigger and Osei. They ran it every hour on the hour. It was crazy, crazy. So that song meant a lot to me, especially with what's going on in the Black community in the world, in our country is well needed, and it's a song that's not to be sad. It's to bring everybody together. Like even when it comes to our fellow white brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just time for the slavery and that mentality and all of that to kind of just let's just get rid of that and just love on one another. Let's dance, let's eat, let's be family. Like that's all. So that song was that for me. Just to wake up, man. It ain't about waking up and knowing our ancestry and knowing where we came from as slaves, and it ain't about that. It's about wake up. We all need to love on one another. We need to know who God is. Let's all come together and do this thing, and make it right. So that's what
Such,
that song was for me.
such a great and inspiring message, and I'm glad that it really took off in the direction that it did.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So
I appreciate you for that
had
too,
a
because
nice,
you
had a nice ride.
got a lot to do with that.
So now let's talk about your current release.
Okay.
So tell everybody the name of your current release, and who are you reaching with that one?
Oh man.
There.
Yeah. Red Light Special, produced by my boy ANT Productions, Ant Productions. And Ant, my producer, he's produced most of all of my music other than Cardio. And that song right there is just strictly for the ladies. We setting it up for Valentine's Day, and it's just one of them real feel good records. A lot of like we have a lot of female R&B artists, and they killing it right now. So for me, I'm just like I want to bring back the '90s feel R&B to the current sound, mix it up, and kind of make some gumbo music when it comes to the R&B, because nowadays the R&B is kind of like um, more melodic rap now. It like most of the women are really singing, but we don't have too many male R&B singers other than like the Ushers and Chris Browns and Bryson Tillers and stuff like that. We don't have too many R&B singers who's giving that '90s real like that. I'm not saying that all the other artists don't have substance in that song, but what I'm saying is like the feel of the R&B music is different now. So I'm trying to bring that same feel and mix it with the old school '90s feel R&B, and that's what that song is really. It's like a setup for the next song coming out and the next song coming out. It's really just set up for bringing that R&B back, that that real rhythm and blues with the the you know, we
Yes.
want all of it. We want to bring all of that back. So yeah, that's just the setup to bring that substance of the R&B back, that gospel feel. Because back then in the R&B, it was like the KC's and JoJo's and the Drew Hills, and they had the church feel. We kind of want to implement that a little bit. So
So, but you
that's
did
what.
name it. You did name it Red Light Special, which TLC had a song.
Yeah.
So was
Yeah.
there a little inspiration from that title?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you how the song came about. So I was in the studio, and the red light was on, right? And the beat, it was just like it just came. I hopped in a booth, and I actually like freestyled that whole song. I didn't write nothing down. I just went in and just did it. So it was a vibe. It was just a vibe.
Oh wow, pure talent! I told you guys that this gentleman is just pure talent on the
Thank you,
verge,
thank
which is
you.
why I love sitting down and getting to know who you are, and
Right,
what makes you tick, because
right,
so many different layers, and I love to know why people do what they do.
right.
So now, all the versus battles that have been out there. If you could be in a versus battle with anyone, who would you pick? And you know
Oh,
that you would win.
I know. Oh man.
No, who would you pick?
Uh, Jacquees.
Really? Okay. And why? Let's.
I know I
We
win
might
that
have to
battle.
decide something here.
I know I win that battle, Sky. I know I win that one. No shade though, no shade, but I win that battle though.
So
Yeah.
now I know offline we talked about you being the king, the new king
New
of
King.
R&B. Yes.
Yeah,
Because I think
yeah.
you are definitely bringing back a certain je ne sais quoi that that you said had been missed.
Right, yeah.
So let's dig into you being the new king of
New King.
R&B. Yes, you guys, go ahead and write that down
Right,
right
right.
here. new king of R&B.
Yeah. I can't wait till the fans crown me. But for right now, I have all the confidence. I'm ready, and that's all cockiness aside. Like, I just want to, like, I want to feel like, that's really for me. Me saying I'm the king of R&B, that's really for me. It's not to shun nobody or put anybody else down. I just feel like that within myself. You know what I'm saying? So, but if the crowd feel like that, then, hey, if my fans feel like that, hey, it is what it is. Other than that, for me, I'm the king in my own right. So,
All
I'm a
right,
I'm
King.
a king in my own right without the music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So,
King. Well, you know what? I want to hear something. Can you
oh
do a little
snap!
acapella for me? Since you're the king of R&B, because
King
I know we
R&B.
got some ladies out there, and we're saving this, and it'll be played back later. So,
Mm-hmm.
are you up for that, King?
Of course, of course. So do it has to be R&B?
You can. This is your world, man.
My world, right?
This
Okay,
is your world right now.
okay. I'd rather do something that I'm really feeling right now. So, all right, you ready?
I'm ready. Okay, you need to go get some water.
All right, let me see. Let me see. Uh, if I had it all, my back wouldn't be against the wall. And if I didn't have it all, would you be there if I called? 'Cause I'm trying to let God know that I'm tired of the struggle. And if I felt to love, would he catch me if I fall? Oh, why?
I think I saw a hand go back up there.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you. So,
no problem.
like I said, you are, and I'm very fond of you, and I think that you are absolutely amazing. So,
Thank you. Likewise.
oh, thank you, my friend. So, we've got a lot of people out there who are watching who said, you know what, man, I can, I think I got maybe something. So, do you have any advice for that person who maybe doesn't know where to start, or maybe is maybe kind of unsure of themselves?
Mm, um, I have a lot actually. Number one, keep God first, man. Always have God, the universe, the mother God, whoever you feel like you have a relationship with. Um, Stay prayed up, and always have enough confidence in yourself to not be moved by what people think and what people say, and even what people do. Um, Life is like a smoke and mirrors. We all need to look at each other as the same light. As the same being, because we are all the same. So at the end of the day, don't regret. Don't beat yourself up every day of your life for making one mistake. That one mistake that you beat yourself up one time and that's it. Like, just be real with yourself and keep it pushing, keep it moving, keep God first, stay positive, speak life, like, just stay positive, be a positive being, you know, uh care for others. Like, it's just all love. Love wins. So that's really my advice. Love wins. No matter what happens, love wins. So it's always love. Stay focused, stay grounded, keep God first, keep working hard, and just stay a beautiful being.
You are so full of love, J-Sqruipt. Um, so I wanted to let's figure out like what's next with you now. What are you working on now?
Right now we finna release
Because you're
Red
in
Light
the
Special.
lab right now. So what you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm in the lab right now finna do some writing. I got my twin here with me. How you doing? That's my twin, Fame. He's a artist, writer. He actually helps me with a lot of my music as well. But right now, Red Light Special is going to be dropping probably before the year is out on social media, and then next year we'll be having a whole radio campaign and everything like that for Red Light. And then we might drop like one more single, one or two more singles, and then I'm going to drop an album. Well, an EP. I'm gonna drop an EP, and then we see where it goes from there. But right now, it's just dropping the singles, getting the videos done, try to get some shows and some interviews and stuff like that. Get my name out there, get the buzz up, the numbers up, and then push from there.
Oh yeah, because look, I'm telling you, once people realize like who you are and what's going on, oh man, you are. I'm telling you, you are. I want you to know that I'm telling you this. I promise you. I just have like a little knack for that. Like I did Janelle Monáe's first ever interview.
Really?
And then before you know it, I don't know. It's just something about these little hands.
Okay. I know that's right.
Jay, but I want you to go ahead and drop all of your social media handles where people can find you. Yeah, videos that are out, just everything.
Okay,
so I know you got merchandise, everything.
Yeah, I do. Actually, you can get my merch from Sqruipt.com. That's Sqruipt.com. You can reach me on all social media. You can Google my name, J-Sqruipt, J-Sqruipt, whether it's iTunes, Spotify, Google, Instagram, Facebook, everything is J-Sqruipt, SoundCloud, everything. J-Sqruipt, J-Sqruipt. Everything will pop up. I'm the only one in the world, so yeah, that's how you can find me. Let me spell it for you one more time. J-Sqruipt. J-Sqruipt. So yeah, that's how you can reach me.
You guys, make sure you go and support Jay. Like I told you, this guy's absolutely amazing. If you're not familiar, please get familiar and look at that face. Get a good look. Yeah, because I'm telling you, in like 2 years, less than 2 years, you're gonna be like, you know what? Gosh, that girl did say that. Exactly.
Yeah, so, we're gonna speak
Jay,
that.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad I finally got on your schedule.
I thank you for having me, for real. We've been trying for like 2-3 months now.
I know, but you gotta work. Duty calls. So
exactly.
I'm always here for you. Anything you need, little bro. But thank you again. You guys go support, go get the merchandise, stream the song, tell your friends to tell their friends, and, everyone just support. So hey, all right, go do some good stuff in there. I want to hear what you're working on later.
Okay.
You guys, thank you so much for watching InStyle Atlanta's On the Verge. I'm Sky. You were watching J-Sqruipt. Jay, why don't you tell the ladies goodbye? Give them a kiss, something.
All right, ladies, I love y'all. Peace out.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.